glory. With the Ambazonia, nation loyalty. Praises to our Savior who crafted us for freedom. And legends to the hero who fought along the gallop. Glory to glory, we rise and never to fall. Hearing a nation flowing rivers and honey. Glory, glory, glory to the Father for making you a nation and joy forevermore. Ambazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our needs, and your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of His nation. Ambazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our needs, and your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of His nation.
Good afternoon, my fellow Ambazonians. Una good afternoon for all man. I want come for can salute una. I be una brother Asu, the press secretary for the executive office for governing council of Ambazonia. That means I be the spokesman for the office for the leader for our war of independence, Dr. Ayabacho. I salute all man. Una welcome, una welcome, una welcome. We go start small time. The story for today, it be a high story. My story will get high gear. The story for today, we go to talk about the development for what did happen for that side for Victoria. We go also to talk about what happened for Kumbo yesterday. We go to talk about these things them and how they relate to our war of independence and what La Republic their strategy for now and why did they do the things that they do and for ground zero. All right, so we go get a good discussion. I go open the lines and for about 10 minutes. I go take a few calls at the end of this short presentation. We probably go take about 45 minutes. All right, so I welcome all man. I salute all man. As always, when we come for this platform, when I sabi say this platform, the platform when we come for here, we take the time while we get what goals them. Now for number one, for inspire our people them. Number two, now for empower our people them. Number three, now for educate our people them. Number four, now for give our people them hope for why would they fight for and why it be important for the Ambazonian people them. So don't come for here for today. For can speak on behalf of the Ambazonian people them, speak on behalf of the leadership, and then I would tell you now the policy position for governing council of Ambazonia when it comes for what policy them when it comes for these kind of things them. So na very high gear conversation them. Make us salute all our friends and first before we start because I know say now moment this way for can salute what people them when we meet up. All right. Leonga Martins for that side for the capital of Ambazonia capital territory. For that side for Boya, I salute you, Comrade Leonga Martin. Yes, you said una day for Betonde, we salute una. Yes, Ma Florence, we salute you, Mami, we salute you. Yes, Ndang, we salute you, Mr. Armstrong. We salute all una. Felicita Bermo, Mami, we salute you too for that side where you did too for that side. All right. Matuge, we salute you, Mr. Matuge. Comrade Festus, we called una cafe. All right, Comrade Festus, Elvis, we will salute all una. Akwenle, we salute you, Mr. Elvis. All right, Comrade Frank, Mr. Frank Aya, we salute you, Mr. Aya. We salute all man. All right, John Asanji, we salute you, Comrade Asanji. Welcome, Mado. We salute you, Mami Mado. Welcome all man. Excuse me. All man for house, Una welcome. Yes, Comrade Armstrong too don't come join. We salute you. Samson and Gideon. Then too they don't come. Una welcome. He said Samson and Gideon. Una welcome, oh man. Welcome, oh man. All right. Fonyam, we salute you. Fonyam Gideon. All right. We got two Samson there for house. We get Samson Gideon, and then we get Fonyam Gideon. I mean, we get two Gideons for house. Samson and Gideon, and then we get Fonyam Gideon. We welcome all man, all the Gideons. And for here they come join for today. Oh, Gideons. All right. We welcome. All right. Zabak, we salute you to Zabak. Welcome, Zabak. Una welcome all man. Una welcome. Who you don't come for can join me? Una come because today go be a very high gear story. All right, so una come fine. Una come fine.
Je suis le leader de la 3e génération. Ah ouais. Ambaboy, c'est moi. Pardon, libère-nous. 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 Wally on the move.
And then for
Maman Ambazonia,
dictator of Phobia,
Marie Felicité de Londres,
Paris, we thank you plenty. You don't always be a powerful voice on behalf of the Ambazonian people. Then we thank you plenty. Say you don't stand up, you stand with the people. Then. Thank you very much.
Les anglophones, tu les assassines. Pardon, libère-nous. Les femmes enceintes, toi, tu les brûles. Pardon, libère-nous. Les journalistes, tu les assassines. Pardon, libère-nous. Les politiciens, tu les emprisonnes. Pardon, libère-nous. Dis donc, libère-nous. Pardon, libère-nous. Pardon, libère-nous. Pardon, libère-nous. Dis donc, libère-nous. Pardon, libère-nous. Pardon, libère-nous. Pardon, libère-nous. Nos diplômés de Bensigine, pardon, libère-nous. T'as divisé les Camerounais, pardon, libère-nous. Le tribalisme dans la patrie, pardon, libère-nous. 40 ans de dictature, pardon, libère-nous. Dis donc, libère-nous. Pardon, libère-nous. Pardon, libère-nous. Pardon, libère-nous. Dis donc, libère-nous. Pardon, libère-nous. Pardon, libère-nous. Pardon, libère-nous. Iske Mayo, le manager des managers. Oh yes! We need to pay those swell again. You don't make all étudiants that don't be in a chambre de Bessa Quata. Mouna pour 20 ans du chambier. Laissez du bagarre na wuti vampire.
Yes.
Profession for them mouna dem na jongleur. If you better work for money time, you don't get bolo. They want go ask Jean for bar, for credit. You go pay what you waiting. Il travaille où? Il dit bolo for outside. Mouna for 18 ans. Don't be a ninja. Akbalade for hate. Don't be the same profession to make it pampa. Ni à l'axe en serre. Que ferais-tu de ces jeunesse? If you never in la jeunesse, we don't take courage. Enter for Insanziba, cross désert. Et pendant qu'on fait je meurs ou je vis, calibre de calibro, imite Macron face à face pour salon d'agriculture. confirmer anytime. Say, talking when no get oil, na a pussy pudding. That means say, le coquille qui n'a pas l'huile, c'est le cristal. Tu vas l'huile. Listen, when tu es mouna, for 18 ans, when no get bolo, il go add crédit au bar. On a liste franchement. Et j'y pour les mingono. Écoute la jeunesse camerounaise qui commande dans un bar. On a souffrance, on a beaucoup souffert. Franchement. Mami yo, I pray for Kumbo. Money no day today, I go pay you tomorrow. Mami yo, I pray for Kumbo. Money no day today, I go pay you tomorrow. If I did lie, me wata carry me go. Wali on the move, me wata carry me go. If I did lie, me wata carry me go. Me wata carry me go. Yep.
All right, my fellow Ambazonians, I want to say when I don't take the time for join we. For all our papa, our mommy them, we salute una. For all our big papa them and our big mommy them, we salute all man. For all our uncle them and our auntie them, we also salute all man. For our neighbor them, we also salute all man. For people them for quarter, for people them for our villages, for people them for our villages, for people them for our towns, we salute all man for across the 13 states of Ambazonia. For all Ambazonia picking them, I salute una. All the one they did na for ground one, all the one they did na for inside bush, for all man. It no matter for place where you dey. All Ambazonia they did for diaspora. I always salute for all una. For we know say na about almost na 5:30 for evening time for Ambazonian time, 11:30 for Toronto and for Washington DC time. We salute una. We know say today na the day where the people for America they expect the result of their presidential election will take place yesterday. So we know say the whole world it wait for who go be the next president for America. Na Oga Donald Trump. Now he go win the election and then continue for a last term of office, or na the former vice president Oga Joe Biden. Now he go win the election for become the next president for the United States. Whoever be the next president of the United States, it go shape a lot of the policies them for the world. It go shape a lot of things them for the world. If no God Donald Trump be he win the election, then America go be the way America did. If no God Donald Trump, he win the election. I mean, vice president, former vice president Joe Biden. If now he win the election, then maybe we will see some other changes. But anyhow we did, any country get it right for the people them for choose their own president. We for Ambazonia, we only wish the people for America the best for the choice way then they go make them for who will be the next president of America. For governing council of Ambazonia, it wait whoever be the next president for America, the governing council of Ambazonia, it go only look forward for work with the State Department of the United States for make sure say the Ambazonian War of Independence and our right for self-determination, it be acknowledged, it be accepted, and it be recognized by the American people. Now, wait till that it concern we as Ambazonian people then. When it come for this matter for America election, wait till concern Ambazonia. Now say any person we win, we go get for work very hard for make sure say the American government through their State Department, they recognize the Ambazonian people, their right for self-determination as Oga Nagitibo already talk am. Say the Ambazonian people get a right for self-determination. So whoever win, now our own work that way, or we go get them. All right. Now make we take when I go for the story. My fellow Ambazonians, una sabi say na just last week, the colonial dictator of La République du Cameroon and their military, una sabi say na just last week, they do the killing of our pikin for Kumba. Whether they use na their military or they use na their proxy forces them. But we don't know why they kill our pikin for Kumba. We don't know why. After they kill the pikin them, they stage a lot of drama A lot of drama. Bring all kind people. So till they carry Bible, they put them for Tang and jihad. Say make the ex-convict, the gang leader, we don't become the minister for the colonial dictator. They don't take it, they turn it pastor. For can't tell the Ambazonian people about God and Pobia. And say now God, he give Pobia the power for be president for 50 years for La République du Cameroon. He say now God give Pobia the power for to do all those things. Newe mami for Kumba. He woke up, he say objection. Say stop the lie. Say we not stop this drama. We not stop this propaganda for derail the Ambazonian people, their aspiration for a free homeland. You know correct so. Yesterday, we one woke up. La République du Cameroun, their proxy forces would be controlled by Samuel Sako and Chris Anu for the state of Bui. Where they call themselves Bui warriors. They go kidnapped teachers them for Bui. Broad daylight, they go kidnap teachers them. 12 teachers as would hear. Would you also hear say some students they will be involved? Or but why this thing that it happened right after the Kumba incident? Because the question that you got to ask yourself, why it means say when the whole world it try for whole La République du Cameroun and their colonial army accountable for the killings of 7 Ambazonia picking them for school for Kumba. It never even reached 1 week. The proxy forces of La République du Cameroun, controlled by Sako and Chris Anu, they go come out. They go kidnap teachers them. That one not correct. Today, we don't see videos and they don't come out from the city of Victoria. For which they don't do and for Ambazonia picking them. When I don't watch that video, when I don't see the pictures, not be now only waiting to do one for strip what girls them naked, strip what boys them naked. But they also put fire for that school. Connect the dots. When I start for, I always tell when I always connect the dots before when I go into all this judgment and this and that. Always connect the dots. Why it be say 1 week after the killings for Kumba, La République du Cameroun, it go use their proxy forces, where they be controlled by Samuel Sako and Chris Anu, for kidnap teachers them for Kumbo, and then the next day, when I watch this video, the images when I watch them for here, they not be suitable for children. So for all papa them and all mommy them, if una get small picking them around una a back, una not leave and make una tell una picking them, may they not watch this part. Because the images they be too graphic and they not be suitable for children. Una watch this video. Because it be very important for the Ambazonian people then for know the games where La République du Cameroun and their agents what they do for the Ambazonian people, how they want derail our revolution, how they want destroy the Ambazonian people their revolution, how they want derail our quest for a free homeland, how they want make sure they make Ambazonia not be free. When I watch this video.
As I don't do the talk, as school say me go, we go na the office and so.
First of all, the first one we need to know, these forces, this boy in name, we talks in name as Slido. Now the boy in name way JK, when a Samuel Sako, he activist, he work with Samuel Sako, he and Samuel Sako, they work together. Now they don't put it in charge of the Samuel Sako, their forces, where they call and say mountain lions. For Fako, JK, they call this boy names so many times. Now the boys them this, they don't mark their face, but in name don't come out for outside. Now it's a give name. No man no give him. We not there for here for make conspiracy theories. Now the boy says if she don't call his own name. Now the same boy this way, JK, he call his name for his show all the time. Say their forces for the mountain lions for Fako. Now the boy says don't give your name for outside. Una hear? Not be na me at the talk. Una hear yourself, una say Ambazonia, una hear.
As I don't know so the talk. As I don't need the talk. As school say me go with the bone at the office and so. Let's go for the go video therapy for the. You can't video therapy. Go video therapy for the. Give it up. Give me that one. Give me that. I'll pour all the people inside.
Una the year see the talk say go burn all that picking them.
Una go school. As I don't know so.
Una the year as he says the talk say they go burn all that picking them. Una hear?
As I don't need the talk. As school say me go with the bone at the office and so. Let's go for the go video therapy for the. You can't video therapy. Go video therapy for the. Give it up. Give me that one. Give me that. I'll pour all the people inside. Una go school. Una go school. Okay. Una say na go school. Una go school see. Na me be want to kill na ya no na na be. Yeah, na na be want to kill. Omega score on you! Omega score on you! Omega score on you! Now we! We don't like fire inside our class! Like the rap bikini our uniform! Yes! As I don't know so the talk! As I don't need the talk! As school say... As I don't know so the talk! As I don't need the talk! As school say me go with the bone at the office and so.
My fellow Ambazonians, the reason we play this video not been because we'll be against a group where people they don't rise up collectively for fight, where people they don't rise up collectively for fight for the freedom of Ambazonia. Boys that woke up, girls that woke up for defend the freedom of Ambazonia. La République du Cameroon is sending infiltrators within us for use them against our own revolution, against the aspiration of our people then. So what you want to see and be happen for Kumbo, what happened for Kumbo yesterday, and what happened today for Victoria. Now because La République du Cameroon, after they kill those pigging, were picking them for Kumba, they find a way where they go do a cover up. So that's why they always use Samuel Sako and Chris Anu for do their cover up. That's why yesterday they used now the Bui warriors where they be controlled by Samuel Sako and Chris Anu. Ambazonians, now remember, now the same Bui warriors wait for December when General Efang, he don't carry plenty materials, new materials, for go divide them, for all ADF camp them, where they did for Bui and for other places. Materials worth more than $120,000. The moment the yes General Efang, they come with plenty weapons there. They ambush General Efang. They killed 23 ADF fighters. Same Bui warriors. Ambush General Efang. Killed 23 ADF fighters. Carry those weapons. Give them back for La République du Cameroon. Yesterday, the same Bui warriors, after Kumbo incident, La République need a cover up. Who they call them? They call Samuel Sako and Chris Anu. For give them a cover up. They go attack school for Kumbo. Catch 12 teachers. Or kidnap 12 teachers. Today, they don't go now for Victoria. Go strip while picking them naked. Set the school on fire. Because you know if he talk say they say now La République kill picking them for Kumba, and then 1 week later now the same now Ambazonian force fighters them they go kidnap teachers, and then Ambazonian fighters they go strip students them naked, set school ablaze, so that make they take the problem they make the world no hold La République du Cameroon accountable. So that the world go talk say, well, now Amba boys they do them because now you see what they don't do them for Victoria, you see what they don't do them for Kumbo. That means that they also kid up picking them for Kumba. Now the game this. Now they cover this with Samuel Sako and Chris Anu. It give La République du Cameroon them. For destroy Ambazonians, for destroy our quest for independence, that they use our own. Abuan just can't give this clarity, we won't understand the game. The policy position for the governing council of Ambazonia, now say we don't want any colonial schools for inside Ambazonia. We don't want any La République du Cameroon colonial schools. We be against the target of students. We be against the target of teachers. We be against, say, the bond schools them. Our position, I say, make all mommy they keep their beginning for house. We not agree, say, you got for use na terror. You got for use na torture. Will not accept for that practice. Say if picking they violate the rule, say may they not go school, and then begin to go school, will not accept the principle. Say you go for that school, you go naked girl picking them. Naked or girl picking them and make film and you laugh about it. We condemn this act from Sako forces for Kumbo. We condemn this act for Sako forces for Victoria. We condemn them. But we know why they do them. It be against the code of conduct of our war of independence. It be against the code of conduct. We point these things out. Because we don't always call for, say, all forces, the need for operate under a strict command and control and a code of conduct. Now the thing that way the Ambazonia Defense Forces and the Governing Council of Ambazonia is the advocate for. All forces for under the Ambazonia Defense Forces, they operate under a strict code of conduct. And any fighter under Ambazonia Defense Forces, where it go out of code of conduct, they punish you. It go through disciplinary actions. It be very clear, make the Ambazonian people they understand who they do these things in, and why La République du Cameroon it use them for do these things in. So the policy position for Governing Council of Ambazonia, and I say, we condemn these things in. Our policy position, I say, no colonial school for Ambazonia. We not feel the fight for independence and talk say make picking the go school. For use terror and torture for beat picking them, for naked picking them, because you talk say they violate that this thing will be against it. And we know say na La République du Cameroon, their strategy than this for paying Ambazonia War of Independence, for talk say they use na torture, they use na terror, na then they burn schools, na then they kill school picking them, na then they kidnap teachers them. Now the whole game this. So that make them move La République, make the well-known hold La République accountable. That's why they use Samuel Sako them. But waiting all of these things, now waiting that they portray, now waiting that they demonstrate, waiting it show one thing. La République du Cameroon, it don't lost total control of Ambazonia. Enough it guarantee security, enough it keep peace, enough it maintain stability. All these things that they show one thing. The chaos on the ground. Now a measure, now a proof, say La République du Cameroon don't lost the war. Now a proof, say La République don't be defeated. Now a proof, say Cameroon not get the ability for govern and control Ambazonia anymore. Now the chaos that, when they see this chaos, make it only help when I know say La République du Cameroon not be defeated. As I be telling you last week, once you defeat La République du Cameroon, if you not stabilize the ground, La République du Cameroon it go fill in the gap with dark forces. That's what I tell you now. Once the Ambazonian people don't already defeat La République du Cameroon, if the Ambazonian people they not rise up, they not do the hard work for make the necessary investment for defense stabilization, La République du Cameroon it go fill in the gap with terrorism, with chaos, and with terror. That's what I tell you last week. Cameroon don't be defeated. There's no doubt. A vacuum, a security, defense vacuum, stability vacuum, protection vacuum, it exists for Ambazonia. Either the Ambazonian people, they step up to the plate and fill in the gap, or we go see more of these things the way Cameroon now go create chaos for Ambazonia. We'll be telling now, La République don't lose the war. Ambazonians people they need for step in. That's why the leader of a war of independence, he launched the defense stabilization plan for stabilize the ground, for prevent these things from happening. We don't already defeat La République du Cameroon. Not only we now take control of the ground, stabilize the ground, or we leave them, La République du Cameroon, is fill them with the dark forces. The leader of a war of independence, today, he don't come make a very powerful statement for remind all Ambazonians about where to go on, the place where we did there, and why it be important for we for stay focused. It send out a powerful message today. A powerful message. We put them out for all we. In fact, today, for exactly 9 p.m. Amber, the leader of our war of independence, he go to address the Ambazonian people them today. Before he address, he give we a small talk we want make we start to think about before he address for 9 o'clock for night tonight for Ambazonian time. When I listen for what the leader talk, make we hear what the Dr. Ayabacho, the leader of our War of Independence, a talk. Make you listen.
My fellow Ambazonians, this is Dr. Cho Ayaba. I will be speaking this evening. I'm making this now because of the circumstances under which I operate. But I will need to clarify a lot of issues that are lingering out there. I will be talking about the outcome of the Coalition for Dialogue Conference. As I said during my participation, we welcome every initiative that can put Ambazonia on the map. We welcome every contribution and every effort. Most of them have good intentions. But what we have noticed along our path for independence is that there are individuals who try to exploit such opportunities for themselves. There are individuals who seize upon every initiative to use it as a platform, not for Ambazonia, but for their group or for themselves. That's why most initiatives have failed. If we will enter every initiative to build a genuine partnership, work together on the issues we agree, strengthen Ambazonia, we would have made enormous strides going forward. But I will expatiate on this this evening. What we have also noticed is that there are loud voices amongst us calling for dialogue, talks. You know, you can't talk with yourself. You know, you can't have a conversation with yourself. You can't negotiate with yourself. You need a party on the other side committed not only to negotiations, but to implementing the outcome of such negotiations based on the principles of good faith. Do we have such a party? I have explained severally that Cameroon is interested in military victory. That is how it has survived for 60 years over Amazonia, the use of force. And it believes that by infiltrating our war and raising voices for talks, dialogue, a sizable section of our population is going to capitulate and submit itself to its malpractices. I can assure you that it's not going to happen. This is a nationalist liberation war. We kill from other countries and peoples who have resisted tyranny and oppression, and the determination with which they have done so, the clarity with which they have articulated their intentions. We are not inventing the wheels. Others have been through this journey, and we can learn from those who won and from those who were defeated. I listened to an analyst who called me a warlord. What baffles my imagination is that, you know, the tyrant and the tyranny over the Mongol that has murdered our people for 60 years, they call him President Paul Biya. But the one who rises up in defiance to that tyranny and oppression, defending the territorial integrity of our homeland, is called a warlord. You know, I know even when Jesus was on the cross, one of those that hung beside him asked him to prove himself if he had the power over death. And we expect these calls. Amazonians are analysts. They've been analyzing for 60 years. They have been researching Ambazonia. We're still doing surveys. We're still trying to imagine. A very few have been bold enough to prescribe a solution and take the lead to make sure that that solution leads to the independence of our homeland. We've got too many analysts, too many doctors and lawyers quoting the law and trying to, in each decade, tell Ambazonians why you need to be free, but aren't man enough to rise up and say, I am going to take the risk, to walk across, this deadly river. Why they are doing analysis and prescribing talks and stuff, we are the solution-oriented generation. And I make no apology to anyone, to any groups of persons, those who are trying to instrumentalize our war of independence for their own whatever. We are going to resist Cameroon to the logical end. When they are committed to negotiating themselves out of our homeland, we will commit and have that discussion. You see, this is not some joint ownership of a place. This is not like we are disputing a territory that is jointly owned by Ambazonia and Cameroon, where we have to go and have negotiations on some details. This is our land, occupied by this brutal occupier that has used arrogance and murder to keep itself there. So all those, I don't know what they want to talk with over Cameroon. I don't know what they want to discuss. I hear people saying they want the war to end. In no war of liberation have I heard the oppressed calling for the war to end. I hear the oppressed calling for the occupier to leave. It makes a big difference. I never hear the oppressed calling for peace. I hear the oppressed calling for justice. Independence means independence. It's not gonna be negotiated. Cameroon has to leave. They haven't shown the signs. If you've picked up any indicator that shows that Cameroon is willing to pack out, let us know. Even in terms of committing to mere discussion, it hasn't. It is busy recruiting from amongst us enablers and infiltrators, parading them along our streets, orchestrating the murder of our children, and trying to instrumentalize and politicize, the pain of our people for political advantage. It has tried to use its media to undermine our narrative. Where are the signs showing Cameroon's willingness to commit to meaningful discussion? Where are the signs showing Cameroon's willingness to get out of our land and let us get our IDPs back to our own villages, even under our thatched roofs? They haven't shown those signs. What they are doing is parading our street with armored cars, and bringing in their colonial infiltrators to overlord us. And we are going around, like beggars, miserable beggars. If you aren't ready to put your life on the line for a just cause, just sit in your room, wait. When independence and freedom is achieved, come over and enjoy the fruit of the labor of others. But stop pontificating, stop parading narratives across time and space that, has never led anybody to freedom. My people, if we want to be free, we must be determined to fight the enemy. I understand there is suffering. I was born there. I live on the street there. I walk to school there without shoes. I suffered there. I was wounded there. I was detained there. So I'm not sitting here and prescribing a solution I haven't fought. I fought there. I took down the Mongo Bridge there. I oversaw the building of 1,500 men in Alabukam in 1996. In Jumankon, in Ntamafe, in Tambon. I held those places in Victoria. I marched on the street. I slept at John Frundi's home for close to 2 weeks. Blocked the street of Behindche, blocked the street of Tarinkon, blocked the street of Metakwata. I did the same in Lonesome. I did the same in the market in Newtown, in my one hospital. We have tried whatever to even convince this occupier to integrate us, make us slaves, but just give us the right to exist and breathe in our own country. It can't tolerate us to have our mayors. It can't give us the GCE board. It creates universities that it can't really equip. What the hell are we begging these guys for? Let them get the hell out of our land. This is our homeland. It's not theirs. We are not asking for Yaoundé. We aren't asking for a Bolova. We aren't negotiating borders that are not international borders. They signed off to it in 1919. So give us a break. If you are tired, go have a rest. When you get more energy, come and join us. For us, this is the time to stand on once and for all and end this nightmare over our people. We can't live our lives as beggars on a daily basis. All of those parading the corridors of power out here in the West are miserable as well as those on the ground. We've carried our poor mothers and fathers and they are sitting here in isolation because we haven't got a home to return to. Man up, bone up, rise up. That is what it takes to be free. You can't enjoy it without sacrificing. I don't know if I've already made the speech I wanted to make tonight, but I really think Ambazonians must understand the beast they are dealing with. They must understand how these guys manipulated the Funchas, the Endeles. You know, they played Muna over the others. They played Funcha over Endele. They played A over B. They divided those people, and that's how they succeeded. Those who resisted like we are doing today were murdered. Not this time. We are also armed. Get the hell out of our land. Leave us in peace. To live in our poverty-stricken land, or to build it and raise it to take care of Ambazonians. This is non-negotiable.
All right, my fellow Ambazonians, when I don't hear directly from the leader of our war of independence, he go to talk directly to the Ambazonian people them for ACN, for our new television. He go to talk to the Ambazonian people them directly for 9 o'clock this evening. For place where we dey, no matter what the Republic they try for do, whether they use na their military or they use na their proxy forces, it no go change what demand for freedom. It no go change what people they want them. No matter what they do for what picking them, whether na for Kumba or what they do for what teachers them for Kumbo, or what they don't do for what school picking them today for Victoria, it no go change what the people they ask for, what the people that they fight for, and what the people that they demand. That one no go change. What did happen for ground zero? Now a sign say La République du Cameroon don't lost the war and they don't lost control of Ambazonia. La République don't lost the war, they don't lost control of Ambazonia. So they try for fill Ambazonia with their dark forces for make the Ambazonian people they become hopeless and frustrated. It no go happen. We get a leadership where it go lead our people them to total victory. We go comfort ourselves while we continue to mobilize our people them for make sure to bundle La République du Cameroon out of Ambazonia. The last hope for the Ambazonia, the people them, now the defense stabilization plan for the complete takeover. Once you defeat La République du Cameroon, you get for move in, for take over the power, provide security, provide protection, provide stability. Now the work out of leadership. Not if not for the go around, talk about this, talk about that. We need to stay focused on the plan. We don't beat the hell out of these people then. Stop them from exploiting our resources. Degrade them economically. Poor bear don't run in the high or it don't die. They don't become a bankrupt state. They are colonial governors. They don't run. They live in armored cars. Colonial SDOs, they don't run. Only few of them remain. All their senators, they don't run Ambazonia. All their parliamentarians, they don't run Ambazonia. So what the hell is left? For the occupiers, for the occupier, nothing. Now the time every woman and every Ambazonian He got for make the last investment for we for take back homeland. Not gonna time this because every day La Republique will throw all this drama them for distract we. La Republique do Cameroon and their agents, they go move all kind drama for make sure say we be caught up in the drama and we forget what we need for do for finish this last fight. Leadership, you need to get caught up in the drama. Leaders, they understand say this one will be in the game of a defeated occupier, of a frustrated and defeated occupier. Their game now na drama, propaganda, and comedy. For keep the people them distracted. We'll remain focused. So make we leave off so for the leader go to talk for the Ambazonian people them tonight. It will provide clarity and a sense of direction. And that's why it be the leader of our war of independence. Alright? So make una get a good afternoon. Make una get a good evening. May God bless all man. We'll talk for now when the leader come live for 9 o'clock.